Hello super mobile fans, happy day to you all. Thanks so much for supporting this channel and for encouraging me to produce more videos. Remember to wash your hands and stay safe. In this video, I will be comparing the Infinix Note 7 and the Realme 6 in terms of their value for money. The Note 7 has three models, the 4 and 6 GB RAM with 64 and 128 GB storage, while the Realme 6 also has three models, the 4, 6 and 8 GB RAM with 64 and 128 GB storage respectively. For an honest comparison, I'll be comparing the 6 GB RAM maximum version of the Infinix Note 7 with the 4 GB RAM minimum version of the Realme 6 because their prices are close, with Note 7 selling for $200 and the Realme 6 for $230. I want to quickly clear out the RAM and storage differences. 4 GB RAM size is more than enough for most users. You only need 6 GB RAM size if you are a very heavy user that wants to run and switch between two or more heavy apps like high graphics games in the background without reloading. 6 GB RAM size is also good for future proofing. 128 GB storage size in the Note 7 is quite large when compared with 64 GB storage in Realme 6, but you can always expand the storage with an SD card. The Realme 6 has an SD card support of up to 256 GB, while the Note 7 supports up to a massive 2 TB. The Realme 6 has UFS 2.1 storage type, which is up to 3 times faster than the eMMC 5.1 storage type inside the Note 7 in terms of copying files and booting speed. If you are a RAM and storage freak, then go for the Note 7, but if you love faster experience, then go for the Realme 6. Speaking of faster experience, the Realme 6 has a smoother 90Hz screen refresh rate, a higher 1080p Full HD Plus resolution, and a Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protection, which is far better than the 60Hz refresh rate and lower 720p HD Plus resolution in the Note 7 with no screen protection. Although the Note 7 has a slightly bigger display size of 6.95 inches, which provides a better cinematic view experience. They both have similar punch-hole notches, LCD panels, and similar 480 nits screen brightness. It is a clear win for Realme 6 in the display department. The Note 7 brings a 48 megapixel quad rear camera setup with a 16 megapixel selfie shooter. It does not have an ultra wide angle lens, but you get a closer 2.5 cm macro lens. Also, there is no true 48 megapixel camera sensor from Samsung or Sony. There's also Super Night mode, but Infinix tries to compensate with 4 LED flashes. And Infinix also claims that there is a 2 megapixel dedicated video camera that offers a good low light video performance. Would love to test this out. Video format is capped at 1080p 30 frames per second for both front and back. The Note 7 also integrates the VidHance video stabilization software that brings super steady video shots without the need for any handheld stabilizer. On the other hand, the Realme 6 gives you a better 64 megapixel quad rear camera setup with a better 16 megapixel selfie shooter. The 64 megapixel camera is powered by the true Samsung GW1 64 megapixel sensor that helps to produce much better image quality. There is an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle lens and a 4 cm macro lens. Realme 6 offers more camera functions like 4K at 30 frames per second, 720p 1080p at both 30 and 60 frames per second. There's also a 1080p at 120 frames per second slow motion video recording with both the front and back cameras. This is kind of cool. There's also Super Night mode, time lapse mode, and the Realme 6 also integrates the UIS Max video stabilization software that brings super steady, wider angle video shots without the need for any handheld stabilizer. Realme 6 also has the ultra wide angle video function, which brings wider visual perspective to lifestyle vloggers. More so, you'll be getting a smart video editor which is easy and fun to use. It's another clear win for Realme 6 in the camera category, which is also thanks to the much better image signal processing power of the Helio G90T. The MediaTek Helio G90T in the Realme 6 is about 30% better than the Helio G70 in the Note 7 in terms of CPU. But in terms of GPU, the Mali G76 in the Helio G90T is about 2 times better than the Mali G52 in the Helio G70, which means that the Realme 6 will outperform the Note 7 in gaming. Another clear win for Realme 6 in the processor and gaming performance. The Note 7 comes with a bigger 5000 mAh battery size and supports 18W fast charging, but unfortunately it has a micro USB port. The Realme 6 comes with a lower 4300 mAh battery size and supports a faster 30W charging with a better USB Type-C port. Here is a comparison graph between 18W and 30W charging speed. Looking at both scenarios, even though the Note 7 will provide a much better battery performance because of its lower HD+ resolution and lower Helio G70 processing power, but the Realme 6 will provide a better battery experience because you can quickly juice up in no time. It is a win-win situation for both smartphones, but I prefer the Realme 6. I prefer the design of the Infinix Note 7. I like the Aura Glow rainbow colors as well as the circular quad camera setup. The Realme 6 design is also okay, and I like that they both have a side-mounted fingerprint scanner which looks cool. The Note 7 wins in the design category for me. Let me know your own opinion on the design. Both smartphones have similarities like Android 10 software with support for dark mode, triple card slots, 4G LTE, Bluetooth 5.0, OTG support, and louder speaker volume. I decided to do this specifications comparison because both smartphones were made for gamers, but surprisingly, the Realme 6 has better value for money because for just an extra $30, you are getting a smoother 90Hz screen refresh rate, a better 1080p Full HD Plus resolution, a much more powerful Helio G90T gaming processor, 30W flash charge with USB Type-C port, a larger 64MP quad camera with a true Samsung GW1 64MP sensor, good reflective colorful designs, integrated smart and fun video editor, a faster UFS 2.1 storage, and so much more. Are you going to spend the extra $30 for the Realme 6, or are you going to settle for the Infinix Note 7 with a larger 6.95 inches display, larger 5000 mAh battery size, bigger 6GB RAM, and larger 128GB storage with a massive 2TB room for expansion? Kindly let me know your opinion on both smartphones in the comment section below. I will surely go for the Realme 6. Thanks so much for watching. Kindly subscribe and turn post notification on to be the first to see the next video. Talk to you in my next video. Remain humble, stay safe, bye.